Yes, today we will discuss or today we will know about diarrhea. So diarrhea is a bowel movement that is more liquid than solid or has a loose texture. Diarrhea is defined as a frequent passage of watery loose stool accompanied by an excessive loss of fluid and electrolyte. In addition to loose or runny stools, diarrhea is also associated with other digestive symptoms, including cramps, abdominal bloating, and pain, a bubbly feeling in the intestine, an urgent need to have a bowel movement, nausea, vomiting, fever. Diarrhea can happen for a wide variety of reasons and it usually goes away on its own in 1 to 3 days. We will know how can get diarrhea. Anyone can get diarrhea. It is not common for many people to have diarrhea several times a year. Now the types of diarrhea. Diarrhea is of mainly of two types. One, organic diarrhea. Organic diarrhea, if there is a disease like dysentery, typhoid, etc., which cause diarrhea. And second is functional diarrhea. The main reason for this is stress, anxiety, worry, etc. Neuromuscular overactivity increase greatly due to emotional stress, thus causing diarrhea. On the basis of severity, diarrhea is divided into two types, acute diarrhea and chronic diarrhea. Acute diarrhea means it is a short-term diarrhea and lasts for 24 to 28 hours. The stool is very thin, pain in the abdomen is accompanied by cramping. The stool starts to be expelled in more quantity and more frequently. And these are the reasons. The main causes of acute diarrhea are consumption of rotten fruits and vegetables, consuming contaminated food or uncovered food, from chemical toxins found in food items such as arsenic, glass, mercury, etc. And the fourth one is bacterial infection. Some bacteria enter the food and make it toxic. Salmonella and staphylococcal bacteria poisoning. The treatment, this diarrhea is of short duration, so the patient should be given complete rest. Due to frequent excretion of stool, there is a lack of water in the body, so ORS solution, salt sugar solution, fruit juices, etc. should be given to meet the lack of water. The amount of sodium and potassium salts comes out with the stool, so it should be supplied. Khichdi, etc. should be given when the patient's condition is cured. When the condition of disease improves, semi-solid food should be given, such as khichdi and moong dal, etc. Now the treatment. Second type is a chronic bacteria, chronic diarrhea. Diarrhea that lasts for more than 2 to 4 weeks is considered as chronic diarrhea. And the causes of chronic diarrhea is diarrhea becomes chronic if spicy food is eaten after acute diarrhea is cured. In case of metabolic irregularity, in case of infection in large intestine and colon, in case of liver disease, cirrhosis, if there is a reduction in the absorption capacity. And the treatment, in case of this disease, diarrhea, only liquids should be given, such as tomato juice, fruit juice, rice water, lentil water, etc. There should not be deficiency of sodium, potassium salts in the body. So the solution of electrical the solution of electrical powder or ORS should be given at an interval of an hour. After the disease is controlled, barley water should be given with fat-free milk. Here are some suggestions to cure the diarrhea. That should be done regularly in case of diarrhea. Rehydrate, drink plenty of fluids such as coconut water, pure water, have banana, rice, cereals, toast, etc. Eat small, frequent meals. Eating heavy meals after diarrhea puts strong or on your digestive system, making it hard for your recovering stomach to process foods properly. Be careful with what you eat or drink. And we should not do, not to drink caffeine, drink milk or eat foods and sweets. Food items you can easily consume in diarrhea. In case of diarrhea, diet plan: clear broth like chicken broth, electrolyte enhanced water or coconut water with vitamins or electrolytes, banana, apple, rice, toast, and some fruits, etc. Now we will know about the typhoid. So typhoid is one of the most common health ailment that affects people from time to time. Also known as pyrexia or controlled hyperthermia. It is medically defined as a temporary increase in our body temperature in which the body temperature rises above the normal level of 98 degrees Fahrenheit. It is typically recognized as a potential sign that something unusual is happening in the body. When someone has fever, the rate of burning calories increases with the temperature. The body needs more calories to function properly in fever than it could requires in an ordinary situation. Diet plan in fever is crucial for the immune system to function properly. Since more calories are burned by the body in fever, one must have nutrient-dense food to give energy to the immune system to function properly. And now we will know what are the causes of fever. There are numerous different conditions that can trigger a fever. Some possible causes includes infections, virus or bacteria, including the flu and pneumonia, some immunizations such as diphtheria or tetanus, teething in infants, some inflammatory diseases including rheumatoid arthritis and Crohn's disease, blood clots, extreme sunburns, food poisoning, some medications including antibiotics, sweating, and the symptoms: sweating, shivering, headache, muscle aches, loss of appetite, dehydration, general weakness. Now the types of typhoid fever based on the intensity of fever, they are divided into two classes: acute fever and chronic fever. Acute means it is short-term fever, but the fever is high. The body temperature in this can range from 104 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit, such as cold, pneumonia, smallpox, enteric fever, typhoid, etc. And the chronic fever, in this type of fever, the intensity of fever is less, but the fever lasts for a long time. In case of TB, tuberculosis, fever can last for many years. Now the metabolism during the fever. So many physiological and biochemical changes take place in the body in case of fever. These changes are as follows: basal metabolic rate, disturbed basal metabolic rate, decay of adipose tissues or fibers, increase in the metabolism of protein, increase in respiratory function, excessive sweating, digestive disturbances, vomiting, and dizziness. And the excretion of essential ions from the body through sweat and urine, due to which the person becomes very weak. Treatment in fever. In the treatment of fever, 4 things should be paid attention to as follows. The patient needs complete bed rest. Medicine should be taken on time as prescribed by a qualified doctor. It should be treated by finding out the causes of fever, as well as it is very important to make precautions as prescribed by the doctor. If a person's body becomes hot due to excessive heat, then a cloth of cold water should be kept on its head. Calpol tablet or paracetamol should be given to reduce fever. Antibiotics as prescribed by doctor, and arrangement of diet during fever. Some food items list you can easily consume in fever: cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, milks and milk products, meat, fish and egg, oil. In a small quantity, we can take these things in during fever. And diet in typhoid. Typhoid is a common but potentially fatal bacterial infection that is contracted by almost 21.5 million people every year all across the world. It is caused by the bacterium Salmonella typhimurium. Typhoid is often passed through contaminated food and drinking water, and it is more prevalent in places where hand washing is less frequent and where sanitization facilities are poor. The two major symptoms of typhoid are fever and rash. Other symptoms can include weakness, abdominal pain, constipation, and headache. So here some foods, some precautions which we can take in practice during fever. As a raw food, should not eat raw food. Spicy and oily food avoids. Avoid the spicy and oily food. Vegetable that cause bloating, onion and garlic, and we can take high calorie food, carbohydrate rich food, high water content foods and fruits, food rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Food like soybean, nuts, seeds and eggs are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. They are beneficial for typhoid affected patients as they reduce inflammation in the body. So this is all about the typhoid.